Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome to my video today. I'm just going to be talking about YouTube Heroes. For those of you that aren't aware of this, it's a relatively new scheme released by YouTube in an attempt to better moderate their content and their, well, I presume it's linking with the advertiser-friendly content as well, sort of going down that route. But they want to do it without having to pay for the manpower, the moderators, to actually do it for them. So they're asking people like me and you, a lot of people who watch a lot of content, to get involved and to try and help them out with it. Which, okay, it's fair enough. I mean, potentially you should have the general user or the people that use the website a lot being able to have more of a say over this sort of thing, surely. But the problem is that in order to be able to do a fair and clear job in line with YouTube's guidelines, surely you need professional staff in order to be able to accomplish that. But what YouTube are deciding to do is put it out to me and you and give us points for the good work that we are able to do in that. I'm not really sure what the points are going to equate to. From what I gather, it just seems to be sort of like a scoring system, and those that do a lot for the community and flagging videos and taking down videos that are inappropriate are going to get more points and therefore higher up a leaderboard, one presumes, and that way they manage to save money on hiring professional moderators who would be working for YouTube and would be able to do a more professional and coherent job rather than, let's say the average Joe like me or you doing that. Now, I have seen a couple of people's videos on this topic, and there has been some good points made. For example, that one there, which is the first thing that I thought of, the fact that YouTube are just trying to duck and dive out of actually paying for professional staff, professional moderators that I'm sure are out there to be able to better moderate their website. But I suppose it's a bit more than that. I mean, the average YouTuber is quite territorial, let's say, regarding their likes and dislikes, but regarding what type of videos they do enjoy and they don't enjoy. And where do you draw the line between someone who just doesn't like a video or a person and therefore will perhaps more proactively chase that person down in order to try and get their videos removed or unmonetized or whatever the case may be, and those who genuinely feel that their videos are harassment, bullying, not suitable content for the platform? So I think, or me personally, I feel that a lot of the drama channels or channels where they, pursue one person at a time, whether that be YouTubers themselves or, actually to be fair, I've not really watched any of those drama videos. I've more just seen like the aftermath of what they've created, and a lot of it does seem very bullying and harassment in my eyes. So if I was going to do this and wanted to score lots of points, I would be mainly hovering around those videos to try and get them down or flag them up for potential I'm not sure what it is, whether they get taken down or whether they get flagged for being unsuitable content, therefore the owner is not able to monetize it. And I just feel that people's preferences on that can skew how they would deem other videos. So potentially they could, in a sense, go after YouTubers that they don't like and target them, in order to get back at them for an opinion that they may have made or whatever it is that the person doesn't agree with. So I'm not really too sure on how it's going to go. I think it's got all those makings of being like a harebrained scheme, something that's going to be taken down in a week or two after it being released, and when they do start hitting issues with it. But surely at the end of the day, there's still people from YouTube having to give the final decision on that. They're not just going to leave it up to the community, I shouldn't have thought. So they're going to have to hire someone to look after the people that they're asking to do the moderation for them. It just seems all a bit backwards. It just feels like they don't want to shell out the money in order to be able to do it properly. And I think that will be this downfall. If they were doing a sort of, I don't know, double-edged, what was it called? Pincer, like a pincer attack, So they're given a bit more power to select YouTubers, and I think there should be a process as to who can do this. And then it's looked over by someone who works for YouTube, who can make a better informed decision and, be able to take actions. And I suppose that is what's going to happen, but they should probably do it more of a, because obviously YouTube is so big, and in order to be able to look at all the content, yes, you do need a lot of people to do that, and it would be totally unfeasible for YouTube to hire the amount of moderators needed. But if you're asking people from the community to do it, then they should be able to just forward certain videos on, or have a look at this, and therefore it narrows the scope of what needs to be looked at, and could hopefully potentially ease the issue that we do have on YouTube with a lot of bullying and a lot of harassment. I mean, there's one thing calling someone out about their content, about things that they talk about, but then there's another thing to actually personally attack the person and sort of try and say that what they're saying is totally invalid and shouldn't be on the website. And YouTube has always been about self-expression, but there's a fine line there, and a lot of people, namely the shows I talked about earlier, they're the ones that I feel cross the line. Anyway, I just wanted to make a little video and talking about that issue, because it is quite popular today, and it'd be interesting to know what some of you guys feel about the same issue. Do you agree, or do you think that it's actually really good that you guys potentially have got the power to be able to flag certain videos that you don't feel are appropriate for the platform? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.